Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I know many people are watching from different places across the world at different times. Welcome. Welcome to Breakthrough with Jeff. This is where we live life with zero limits, no apologies. It's this moment. This is the only moment we have, and we are going to change it to work for our good, because everything is working for your good. So today we are learning about, overcoming that sense of feeling you're helpless, that there is nothing you can do. Because many people I find, they get there to that place. Have you ever been to a place where you've done so much, you've tried so many things and nothing is working? And then you go to the next step where you learn to convince yourself that nothing is going to work. I've been there. It's not a pretty place. It's not a good place to be, especially when you tell yourself that nothing I do will ever give me what I'm looking for. So it could be a relationship, it could be a healing you're seeking, it could be in the area of your health, it could be in the area of your mindset, something you want to shift. You've tried one thing after another. You've tried to knock the door to make things, work. Until you reach that place of, no way. Nothing is happening. I don't know. Have you ever reached that place? I would like to know. Have you ever reached that place where you feel so helpless? I want you to know this is not just a human being thing. Actually, animals do the same. Animals, when a dog, especially I use the dog so much. I love dogs. So a dog, when a dog has tried to get something and tried to behave a certain way and realize it doesn't work, then it just stays there. Look at an elephant. You can train an elephant with a rope and tie it somewhere for a long time, or even a goat tied somewhere for so long until it tells itself, this I can never break free. In fact, you know what? Research has been done on elephants, and they put this elephant from the time they are tiny and small and tie them to a rope. And at that point, of course, they try to break free. And as they are growing, the farmer doesn't change the rope, even when the elephant is a giant. So the elephant has grown in body, but the mind is still the same. The mind that thinks you're limited and you're confined and you are helpless to break free. Now, a sense of helplessness actually is learned as we are growing up as kids. We learn, I can never please my parents. I can never really. You try, and then you play limits and say, this is the limit. I can never break through. Now, the danger of accepting limitations and accepting the confinement of your beliefs, where you're tethered by your beliefs, not your destiny. Your destiny is bigger than your beliefs. And yesterday does not equal the future. Yesterday doesn't equal tomorrow. Your destiny is bigger than you've seen. And the thing is, we confine our stories, our abilities, our potential to what we've experienced already. And as, little kids, we grow up, with these limitations where the environment around us tells us how far we can go. And we tell ourselves, I'm only, strong enough to this level. But from here, I'm helpless. And I tell you, even though you're a religious person, you believe in God, you know that God helps people and God works through you for your own, good and for your destiny. If you got no faith to believe that something bigger, something better than yesterday can happen to you, then I tell you for free, nothing is going to change. Even if you apply, you tell yourself, okay, if God wants me to change, I'll change. I'm helpless. God, come and help me. The stories you read in the Bible of someone waiting for 38 years in a helpless situation until Christ came and asked him, okay, what do you want, man? What do you want? Because you have to challenge your own self-belief. Even God is humanly present, physically present there to help you. He can't help you unless you challenge your own limitation and faith and believe that you have what it takes, and believe that you deserve what it takes. You deserve your destiny. You know what I tell people? Life is a fight for territory. When you stop fighting for what you deserve, when you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want automatically will take over. And you realize you're living a life that is not your own destiny, life that is not life of your own conscious choosing. This is why learned helplessness is so poisonous. It is so poisonous. It can kill your destiny dead. Now, what time is it for? This is the time to look at your beliefs and look at where you've tethered your destiny, where you've set limitations. Where are you helpless? What goal in the last 5 years have you been pursuing, and now you sit down beaten, defeated, and helpless? And I tell you, if you're waiting on God, God is waiting on you, because all it takes is your faith. You have to believe that you're capable of creating something new. You know, sometimes, you can hit a rock every morning, hit a rock 20 times, 30 times, you're still hitting the same rock, the same spot, and nothing seems to happen. And then on the 31st hit, you go like, pa, and a boom, you know, the rock breaks and you get your breakthrough, whatever you're looking for. Okay, let me ask you a question. Which time broke the rock? Is it the first one? Is it the second hit? Is it the 31st hit? In fact, every hit counts. Every hit counts. Every time you're going to that rock and hitting, every hit, the 15th, 16th, the 20th, every hit counts. And very soon, many people give up just before dawn, just before their breakthrough. They give up. Someone actually digs all the way, they hit all the way to almost breakthrough. And just before breakthrough, they leave there. Someone else comes and just one hit, boom, and boom, breakthrough. They get their breakthrough. The thing is, all I'm telling you is keep on going, persist. If you believe this is something that is tied to your purpose, tied to your destiny, if you don't know, if you're not sure, then find out, get a coach, get someone that can help you have this deep conversation that helps you to really look within. Is this something worth my time? After you do that, make agreements with yourself. Man, this life is too short just to make agreements with people. Make agreements with yourself. What is the non-negotiable? What is the thing that is worth going for no matter what? You know, there are things that really, you know for sure in your heartbeat, you know in your heart that this is the truth. You know it. The voice of God in you tells you this is your part of your destiny. Have you ever gotten a job where, you know, you apply for a job, you know, this is my job. Yani, hey, these guys picked me and, you know, just described the person they're looking for as though they know me. This is me. You know, there are things, you know, that thing has your name on it. And sometimes because you've tried so many times, you tell yourself, it will work the same way. I just know the result. Have you ever met people that tell you, I knew it. I knew it will not work. I knew. With that kind of philosophy, how do you really break through? How do you get what you don't want? You already know it's not going to work because you've come to a place of helplessness. Okay, you've learned to be helpless. And so even before you apply, you tell yourself it's not going to work. Can I tell you something? You are living your own self-prophecy. You are attaining your own prophecy, and you're actually successful in doing that. So the thing is, you need to turn things around, have your own clear agreements, clarity on what you want, and then agree with yourself. Even before you get a coach, you need to be clear on what you want. Be clear on the non-negotiables. This is what I want. For me, good health, number one. That's non-negotiables. We are not going to debate. Because another thing why people go into the space of, helplessness is because they know what they want, but they don't do what they want. They negotiate with other forces that are actually against what they want. You already know what you want. Why are you negotiating? Go for it. Do it. And if you're clear, do it over and over again. Repetition is the mother of skill. Never get tired of going for something you want. Never. It's not a matter of how much time. It's a matter of how much do you want it. How much do you want it? Put all your energy there, because the enemy within is the biggest obstacle to getting what you want. Can I be honest here, guys? There's nothing on this planet that you cannot get. There's no place, position, power you cannot step into. There's no one that is better than you. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. We are all human, created with equal and limited potential. What differentiates us is the actions that we take on our potential. So God is so brilliant and bright and so, awesome in just making sure all of us have the same playing ground. How come someone without limbs and without legs is able to perform better than you? Right now, there are celebrities, people touching the world, making this world a better place, making a bigger influence. They have no hands and legs. Why? Human beings have the same potential. This is where no one can beat God, really. God created us with the same potential. You cannot say because I'm being a cripple doesn't make you have less potential. No, potential is equal. You can be anything. A cripple can lead this nation. A cripple can lead the United States of America. It's not about your color. It's not about what you have or don't have. The potential is equal. Now, the action that you take, because someone can be born as a cripple, but then they take more actions. They have no reference of inability. They have no reference of disability. Even if they have external disability, it's not internal disability. And I tell you, the worst disability is internal. The worst blindness is lack of insight. It is not just sight, it's insight. When you can, lack of insight will kill you dead. You're going to take your limbs, your legs, your health into the grave without making any change on the planet. When you realize all of us as human beings are born with equal potential, then you don't die there, because potential gives you nothing unless you take action. So the difference maker is the actions you take. But then now the state of learned helplessness makes us not to take action. We convince ourselves that we've tried enough. I meet my clients, and they tell me, Jeff, I've tried this 1,000 times. And I ask someone, okay, tell me, Jeff, can you name the times you've tried? And I get my pen and notebook and I'm ready to write the times. And the person names only twice. They say, okay, Jeff, I've tried twice and I feel this is too much. Really? If you try 1,000 times, you're going to be a master. I'm not kidding. If you try what we say, I've tried 1,000 times. If you try 1,000 times, you become a master. It's a lie. Human beings exaggerate the pain we are going through so that we don't have to try again. I tell you, if you don't try again, if you don't do it again and again and again and become really a master, it will not happen. And you take your potential, your sweet, great potential to the grave. Let me tell you, you are born for more. You are born for more. And even this moment, begin to tell yourself, I was made for more. Never allow. In fact, some of us, what beats us to helplessness is our own last success. The previous success, your last success could be your worst enemy. Because if all you do is be proud of what you've done, then you will never try anything new. And if a week ends and another month ends, another year ends, and there is nothing new you're trying because you've convinced yourself, I've tried too much. I've done that 1,000 times. Really? No one has done it 1,000 times. It's a human lie. We convince ourselves we've done it too much so that we don't have to try again because we are tired of trying. Persistence pays, my friend. Persistence will pay. Keep hitting that rock. Very soon, water will gush through the rock and you're like, oh my God, I was just about to give up. Just when you're about to give up, that's when the rock is giving in and allowing, whatever you're looking for to break through. May you be one of the leaders and one of the people that become pace setters on this planet, that don't look at circumstances and conditions around you to decide what is possible for you. May you be one of the leaders that decide that conditions never decide destiny. Decisions do. It is decisions that decide my destiny. And today I decide not to be the same as yesterday. Today I decide to be a loving, kind person. Today I decide to try it again. Today I decide to reach out to that person who hated me last year. Today I decide to, go and knock that door again of that relationship or that person I want, to get into a relationship. Today I go again. Today I text them again. Today I call them again. Today I follow up on the projects that I've not done. Today I apply again to that job. Today I reach out to that client and follow them and ask them, how are you doing from the last time I heard from you? How have you been? What is the biggest goal you're dealing with right now? Today, until this moment, you might have lived in a place of learned helplessness, where you put the confines of how far you can go until today. But this moment right here, you can make a decision. And the decision will be, I'll always push the limits. I'll always raise my standard. No matter how good I think I am, raise your standard. Up to this moment, we are in June 2021. The world has not known the exact potential of the human capacity. No one knows. No one knows the capacity of the potential in athletics. No one knows how fast a human being can learn. No one knows whether a human being can fly or not. No one knows the real potential of a human being. Now, some of us, the only script we have is the script of looking to others. The only thing we know, okay, it's good to read books, to look to others. But I tell you, the script of your inner voice, that voice of God that He put inside of you, that voice will tell you, if you listen right now, it will tell you there is no limits. It will tell you there is a star inside of you. It will tell you, in fact, that when you wake up at night and look at the stars in the sky, it's a reflection of what is inside of you. There are stars that have been covered by the dust of unbelief, the dust of disbelief. There are stars. My wish is that you take off the dust of disbelief, unleash your star, unwrap your star. You are made for more. You are made to shine. And I tell you, sometimes I ask myself why often I fail to shine. Is because I'm afraid of shining. And I think sometimes because I'm surrounded by people that have dimmed their light, then I put my limitation on the same level. Because, my teacher, Jim Rohn, says that you are the average of the 6 people that you spend most of the time with. And human beings are conditioned to decide how far they can go by looking at people around them. And so when you look at people around you, look at your pocket, look at your finances, and just check guys around you. You realize everyone is earning just a little bit more than you or less than you. You birds of feather flock together. And a friend of mine told me that he changed his inner circle, and in 1 year he actually he used to earn 100,000 per month. He earned 400,000 by just changing his, clique of friends. Because he joined these guys that, oh my God, the stories they're talking about, guys are earning 1 point something, and it's not a shock. And immediately his philosophy began to change. Because if your philosophy doesn't change, it doesn't matter how much you psych yourself. It's not about positive thinking. This is real life living. It's not just about psyching yourself. There's no weeds. You go to your garden and tell yourself there's no weeds, and you can see there are weeds. No, come on. This is about pulling the weeds out and knowing what season you're in and going all out, putting the fertilizers and everything needed. There's weed, get it out. So you look at the people, look at where your potential right now that you've unleashed so far. And I want you to look at people around you. You begin to notice a pattern. You're actually hanging out with the same guys, So it's time to actually just begin to invite your greatness. Take action by revising the people around you. Get close to guys that are big boys, big girls. Graduate from this high school, man. Get to a big boys high school, big girls high school, where people are talking about breakthrough. People are talking about healing the past. Don't go to a circle where people are talking about, this is the way I've always been, these guys are just exaggerating. We are born to die here. No, come on. What does it pay you to be in such a group? Move out. Move out. Someone told me you can't help the poor by being one of them. You can't help the poor by being one of them. Sometimes you want to break through, to break out, to help people break through. Okay, so if you find that everyone around you is limited, has these limiting beliefs, then it's time to get to a bigger boys club, bigger girls club. I'd better be alone than be surrounded by people that think small, people that convince themselves I've tried enough. Ask them, how many times have you tried? And if you have people that tell you you've tried enough, ask them, how many times? Tell me, how many times have you tried? Okay, 4 times. It's 4 times. Do you know the guy who discovered the light bulb, how many times he tried? 999, like almost 1,000 times. And when he was being interviewed, he was told, oh, you must be the greatest failure. You failed almost 1,000 times. He said, no, I never failed even once, because I discovered 999 ways it doesn't work. Oh, I love that. What a mindset, guys. This is a brilliant way to live life. So you're looking at failure, not as failure, but as feedback. Oh, it doesn't work this way. Oh, you go approach that girl, she rejects you. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Okay, good. So I'm not judging myself. Nothing wrong with me. It's just wrong approach. Okay, change the approach. Go again. Try something else. Don't say hi like we do. Guys go on Facebook. You like someone, you're good. Hi. Tomorrow, hi. You look at messages, you have like 1,000 highs. Hello. That person is looking at you and asking, what in hell is wrong with this person? Change your strategy, man. There's nothing wrong with you, but your strategies are wrong. Your strategies don't define you. So change your strategy. If it's your career, maybe you've been trying, you're starting a new profession. You've been trying to get clients and it's not working. You're so trying the same way. The reason we need coaches is coaches help us to see ourselves in the mirror and see, oh my God, this is what I'm doing. This is crazy. Otherwise, you can continue doing your crazy things. There's no feedback and you tell yourself you're doing well. It's okay. Psych yourself in the group of me and you're the only person that tells yourself how good you're doing. Then, okay. You wait till the day you die and you sit with your God and he tells you how much potential you never used because you never really tried. You never went for it. You never gave everything. So my friend, this is time to slow down and listen to the voice of your soul. Listen to that voice that tells you there's something still in me that is still unleashed. There's something in me, there's greatness in me that is still unleashed. And then for a moment, suspend your disbelief. For a moment, suspend the idea that you've tried enough. Suspend the idea that you are helpless to go beyond what you know. Suspend that idea just for a moment. Suspend the idea. And then ask yourself, what are the options I have? 1, 2, 3. Just choose one option. Go for it. Try it. If it doesn't work, don't judge yourself. Go to option 2. Try it. Give your everything. If it doesn't work, don't judge yourself. Go to another option. Try it again and again. Repetition is the mother of skill. But resigning to a state of learned helplessness doesn't help you. There's even worse than that. I've talked about this in other videos at Breakthrough with Jeff. You know, the other people now become victims of life. They blame life and they say, okay, something is wrong with life. Something is wrong. It's not just wrong with me, it's wrong with life. You blame your government, you blame the people around you, blame your mother, your father, people around you. That doesn't help. Change comes and change begins with you. It's you changing the way you see things. It's you changing what is the limit. And I tell you, there's no limits. There's zero limits, no limits. And this is the message I preach here, guys. Zero limits. Don't judge yourself. Some of us, I know you've tried so much. And we always have an area of our lives where we put limits. Some of us, career, oh my God, we are professionals. We have gotten the money, we have bagged the money, we have gone, to the height of CEO. But there's that one area. That area could be your emotions, could be your relationships, where you put your confinement. And then now you build to stories of why you're the way you are. Me, I'm a professional guy. Me, I'm not emotional. What? Are you human? You are emotional as they come. You are as emotional as they come. So, hello, accept yourself. Accept yourself as you are. You are emotional, you're human. And allow yourself the authenticity to actually understand where you are right now. I know that without judging yourself, tell yourself, this is where I am, but this is not where I'm going to die. I love that. This is where I am, but not the place I'm going to die. I shall not die here. I shall not die here. That is an agreement you make with yourself. And every time challenges come to stretch you, to make you bigger, to make you stronger, don't die there. Don't die at the circle of learned helplessness. Challenge your helplessness. In fact, look at the areas of your life you feel helpless and put one thing you're going to do this week and share with me on the video. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you. I believe in you, and I want you to believe in yourself. Give it all you have, because, guys, we have one life, and one is enough. One is enough if well lived. You cannot guess through this life. You cannot. Live it well. It's enough. Be fulfilled. Live at zero limits. God bless you. Make sure you share this content with someone that can be blessed. Don't just enjoy alone. Share with someone. Build a channel. Subscribe. Put the bell notification on Breakthrough Coaching. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye-bye.